Hello buddy, it's Pedibus, and last week I didn't do a video because on Saturday I was busy. I had some things to do in real life, as it were, and on Sunday I felt like doing a lot of runecrafting, which is something that most people for some reason don't want to do. A lot of people think that runecrafting is this like ridiculously boring skill, and I don't know, it might not be the most interesting, but I'd hardly say it's like suicidal or anything. As you can see, 201k body runes, because in case you didn't know, at ZMI you have to pay your bank charge for 20 runes per trip, and if you're doing like 50 runs an hour, that's 1000 runes an hour, so that's 200 hours of runecrafting, which at 40k XP an hour is 8 mil, I think, or it could be 800k. Doesn't really matter, but the rest of my bank hasn't changed because, like I said, just been doing runecrafting mainly. Got a plan for these effigies in terms of more short term, which I'll get onto in a second. As you can see, I'm in combat gear, and the reason for that is I couple of minutes ago just got finished doing my troll invasion, which will be the backing video for the part of the video when the visual part is not the interesting bit, I suppose is what I'm trying to say. 76 runecrafting. You may well know that bonus XP weekend is coming up in a week, and I intend to runecraft until then and get to 80. And then over that weekend, I'll hopefully get 82, 83 maybe. And then what I'll do is I'll go to World 117 with all my effigies, turn them all into Dragon King lamps, and then use them all on runecrafting. Because once you get past 80, you get over 30k per lamp, which is... because anything under that, it's not so much a waste, but you could be doing better. A lot of people do buyables on bonus XP weekend, which makes sense. But I've only got 567k cash, and I could sell all my armor and stuff, but I really don't want to, because know my luck, everything will go up as soon as I sell it, and like construction and stuff. But yeah, because I haven't got the cash to buy stuff, and just like once a weekend is over, just immediately go out and buy it and get all my and earn the money back. I've decided not to. No idea what my counter's set at 90 herbal. No idea what you get at 90. Total level 1897. It was gonna be that once I got 80 runecrafting, it would perfectly coincide with 1900 total level, which would have been pretty, I don't know, interesting is what I would have said. But because of the way you do ZMI, which is you teleport once you get to the altar, unless you're running back and forth, which is horribly inefficient, you gain about 1/10 of your runecrafting experience as magic experience per hour, which means that a couple of days ago I leveled up mage, which meant that when I get to 79 I'll get 1900 total level, which I don't know, it's still 1900 total level, but it's just not coinciding in the same way. 74 mil total XP, which what is that, so divide that by 13, that's just under 699s, I believe. Could be horribly wrong, which, considering I got 3 99s and a couple of 80s, it's pretty average. Woodcutting is the only skill where I've gone massively over by a mil XP over the 99. So there we go. That is the end of the video section of the video, I suppose. It will now cut to the troll invasion. You should now be watching Troll Invasion, and what I'm going to talk about now is all of the stuff that came out in the 2 weeks between the last video and this one. First of all would be the Squeal of Fortune. Here's how I think the thought process went down at Jagex HQ. They thought to themselves, right, we'll put in this wheel that means that people can get free items like divines and spectrals and armored or god swords and bandless chest plates. And they were like, yeah, people might complain, it might ruin the economy, people won't be able to sell them, and go, no, make them untradeable. And basically, when I got to that point, somebody in the room went, good idea, meeting closed. They didn't think about the fact that because people are getting AGSs and Divines, they don't need to buy AGSs and Divines. So the demand goes down, but the supply stays the same, prices go down. That's the way the RuneScape economy works. That's the way the Grand Exchange formula is implemented, and they've just completely forgot about that. In theory, it's fine. I don't really care. Getting XP lamps and stuff for free is pretty good. If it was all XP lamps and cosmetic stuff, it'd probably be better, because the items, it's a bit controversial, kind of. So if it's just all lamps and like ornate katanas and swag bags and swagger sticks, those items sound pretty cool. I wish I could get one, and that'd be fine. But the items like the Divines and the AGSs, I think a lot of people complained about, and they probably should have thought about that. But onto the updates that they're planning to bring out. No, first of all, before we talk about that, talk about the update that came out this Tuesday, most recently, is the armor update. Now, if you play RuneScape, you probably don't play it because it's the best graphical game in the world. And when you think of the level that the graphics have always been, they've always been, comparatively, just behind the curve. And by having it so it's behind the curve, if the curve goes up, you've still got to be behind the curve. You know what I mean? If a bigger MMO, like World of Warcraft, for example, suddenly updated to like 1080p graphics, RuneScape might go up to, I say proper HD, because the ones we've got now look good, but they might make it so that the standard graphics in the game were like HD ones. That's a bad example. But updating the graphics has got to be done, or else the game's just going to look shit, basically. If the graphics looked like they looked when I started playing in like 2006 or 7, I probably wouldn't still be playing, because the graphics look terrible. A lot of people might think, oh, but look at Minecraft, the graphics on that aren't very good. But it's not about the graphics in Minecraft, and you could fix the graphics with texture packs. The Minecraft's in a genre of its own, where no one else in that genre has good graphics, because there's no one else in that genre that's decent, at least. So there were a couple of glitches that they did with them, like, was it the black chain body was invisible, and the rune heraldic full helm you couldn't put on, and like the gold trimmed rune legs had invisible ankles, which, I don't know, a lot of people have a go at their QA testers saying, oh, they're not very good, they don't do it. Admittedly, black chain body invisible, somebody probably should have tried on a black chain body. But the invisible ankles, maybe just putting it on, seeing if it even worked, might have worked fine. And the heraldic helm, somebody really should have noticed that. But that's enough about the armor updates. We're going to be onto the future updates now, actually. This Tuesday, as far as we can tell, is going to be new loyalty rewards. There were some teaser images put on the forums, and it looks like you can recolour the ancient staff, and you can recolour the top hat. There might be some others that I'm missing, and there's going to be a load of new emotes and tier 4 versions of existing auras, which I'm guessing is going to be the skill based ones. So what would it be? Like, it says like normal, greater and master, I believe. So whatever the new one's going to be should be interesting. And also some Guthix themed winged auras. Are they called corruption and I think is it reverence? And I think reverence is one. It's the ones with the wings, in case you haven't guessed. One of them is red, the corruption one, and the other one, which I forgot the name of, is white and is generally associated with Saradomin. So the Guthix ones probably going to be green, and both the current ones give the same effect, so I don't think there'll be any special effects to it, but they'll just be green, so that'd be wonderful. And then some costumes. You can dress up like a wolf, which is, when I first started playing the game, I thought, do you know what I really want to be able to do? I want to be able to dress up like a wolf, and now my dreams are just becoming true. New bolts. About time Range had something new. People have been complaining about it, but it's like, if you're a ranger and somebody just said, oh, we were going to give you some bolts, but a lot of people complained about it, you wouldn't go, oh, okay, fair enough. As long as everybody else is happy, us rangers will just stay here with our dark bows and our void. Range needs some updates. I mean, whenever they seem to update, because they did all the melee, they've had melee updates for ages. Whenever there's something new, there's always a new weapon or a new piece of armor. And then recently they've been doing mage. They've given the polypore, the storm of armadillo. It's about time the range got something. It's not going to affect the game too badly. It's going to new ranged will be overpowered compared to old ranged, but it'll be on par with everything else. That's the way it's going to be. This gatestone system sounds a bit weird. They say that a new transport and navigation system will be added, meaning they're like you go into a city, you activate a gatestone, and then you can just teleport there whenever you want, which seems to remove the point in unlocking teleports. It doesn't mention whether it's unlimited. Maybe it's only one teleport a day. That could kind of make it better. But the idea of just giving people free teleports to wherever they want, like I said, just gets rid of the point of unlocking teleport to Varrock and teleport to Lumbridge and stuff like that. Mauritania, I believe it's called. Mauritania, I think it's Mauritania. Task set and the early bird bonus. Now, do you remember the early bird bonus for the Elder Kiln quest? The Elder Kiln quest gave 100k XP in any combat skill apart from summoning, I believe. And then it gave some agility XP and some mage XP. And the early bird bonus was another lamp, or book maybe, that gave 100k XP in combat skill again. So you might think they've set a little bit of a precedent of the early bird bonus being effectively double or the same as the reward of the activity. But this time round, there's 150k XP lamps available from doing the task set, and the early bird bonus is 15k, which just seems to me to be like 15k is 10% of 150k compared to 100% which you got for the Elder Kiln. It doesn't seem like they've thought that through very much. And the 15k, but then again, the 15k is only for completing the easy and medium within the first 2 weeks. So obviously these lamps for 150k are probably on the hard and elite tasks. So that's kind of understandable. But again, they probably should have either rephrased that or changed the amount that's given. That's all that's mentioned in the behind the scenes, and that's where this video will be ending. If you liked the video, please do give it a like. If you haven't already, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.